All right, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Andres is with me today. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. So, I always like to start out with saying, "All right, tell us like what you do and where you do it, and then we can kind of get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast."
So we recently opened a new concept of pizza, super creative, super fun. Uh, it's a small food truck park kind of vibe
Yeah,
where it has like its own brewery. And then we develop a new type of pizza where it's like unique. It's not like it's not your New York style pizza. It's not your Napolitan style pizza. It's different. I mean, it's just something different, and we love it.
what's the name of your business,
Nona Street Pizza.
and where are you located?
We're in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay. Oh, you guys just so as we're recording this, you guys just had was it a tropical storm that came by there?
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
safe?
Everybody safe.
All right, good.
Yes.
You're in Orlando, so you're a little protected, right? Because you're inland.
Exactly. So we don't get that many, but sometimes we try to play around it, like during the tropical storm, a few places were closed. So we open for delivery, offer free delivery for people who still were hungry during the storm. But at the
Yeah,
end, it wasn't a huge storm. So the storm was more for the for like the west side of the Florida.
yeah.
So we were a little bit covered, so we were able to get advantage of it.
So what kind of pizza? So it's a pizza truck.
Yes.
So you park somewhere, or tell me how that works.
So we have a yearly lease with this brewery. It's called A La Carte. It's their second location. There's actually 8 food trucks over there. And then we have indoor dining, outdoor dining, a nice green lawn area, some lounge area. And then we basically bring a little bit of elevated pizzeria concept over there. So we have our super ingredients, like some ingredients that you never find anywhere. Also, things like fried calzone is one of the most popular things we do right now,
Yeah.
where we made the fried calzone and we just deep fry in beef tallow.
Oh
That
wow.
thing is just amazing. Yeah,
And you do that on the truck?
we do that everything on the truck.
Oh wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yes, we have a big menu for being a 16-foot basically trailer.
How what
Now
kind of pizza ovens do you use in there?
we actually use Gosney right now. We
Do you
use two
really?
domes. Yeah, we use two domes. We do about 60, 80 pizzas per hour or so. So it's big. I mean,
Wow.
and those domes have taken a nice bit to it.
Do they retain the heat pretty well?
So you have to be mindful of how you cook them.
Yeah.
They cook really fast. They cook 60, 90 seconds. Um, I will say after every 10, 12 pizzas, you have to give it about 3 minutes
So you can let
to cook.
the floor get
To
heat again? Yeah.
Yep, for the bottom.
Because the top will cook,
Um,
but the bottom gets a little white, right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. So you have to give that about three to 4 minutes for it to get back into where you want it. You just
It,
put the lid on it, a little bit up on it, and it works.
that's great though. Like those are pretty inexpensive ovens to get started with. There was another place in Orlando. I think it was like Black Magic Pizza.
Yes, they started with the same thing.
Yeah.
I think they moved now to a new location,
Yeah.
a small location, but I think they still use them.
I thought I saw them maybe my friend Alberto from Forza Pizza, he sells Pizza Master ovens, and I thought I saw him working with them. I don't know if they officially installed one, but I thought I saw on Instagram that they were putting in a Pizza Master oven, which is what a lot of people are using now for those electric ovens.
Yes, yes. So we're working right now on opening a second one, and I reached out to Gosney to see if we can get their commercial ones because I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like their Gosney domes. So we're still working on it, but the other location is gonna be also a trailer, uh, but it's gonna have a bigger volume, so we do need something bigger.
Yeah, okay. Did you get the trailer made or did you purchase it?
I actually purchased it empty, and I built it myself inside, so
You
everything
built the
inside
whole
is.
thing, like you did all the work.
So probably I'll say 80% of the work. So I bought the trailer with the hood, the 3 compartment sink, the gas lines, the electricity. Everything else, I did it from the tables, shelves, even the floorings. I had to remove the flooring to have the whole like the wood remove all the wood, put new wood, put diamond plates in it, tables for the ovens. I had to do table and then build another table on top of the oven, of the other table to make it to the height that I want those ovens to be.
Yeah.
We needed to bring the exhaust flues all the way through the ceiling of the trailer. Um, Butcher blocks to be able to stretch the pizza. Home Depot I brought myself a new D-wall saw, be able to cut on me everything inside that
That's awesome.
trailer. It's custom on how exactly I wanted it to be able to be precise and be able to make sense, because most of the trailers you buy, they just put random equipment over there, some
Yeah.
equipment you won't even use. I'm like, no, I want
How long
something
did it take
that's
you to do it?
just for me. 2 weeks.
That's it?
2 weeks. That's
Wow.
all I got. I drove to Miami 4 hours, purchased a trailer. Hey, I want a trailer. They wanted to sell the equipment. Like, no, I want a trailer and I want it now. Like, I want it today. And I bought the biggest one they have, which was 16 feet. It didn't even have propane tanks. So I'm like, I'll take it. It had the AC, the hood, and the 3-compartment sink. That's it. So there's a whole journey how we build it on our Instagram. But basically, it was little by little. I went to Lowe's, Home Depot, purchased the cabinets that we wanted, the wood tables that we wanted. We wanted to look different. We didn't want it just to look like stainless steel, stainless steel, stainless steel. We want everything that's removable. I'm super picky with the cleaning, so I want everything that you can, on a weekly basis, just remove it, hose it down. You're working with pizza, so it's just flour everywhere.
Right, right.
So yeah, and then it took us about 2 weeks, week and a half to
Wow.
2 weeks.
How much did it cost you to build all in?
I would say about 40 grand.
I mean, that's not horrible for like to start a business. You know, that's a lot of money, but it's not a ton of money. Like if you were going to open a
Yeah.
brick and mortar.
No, I mean, Gosneys are not they're not that expensive. Usually, that's one of the most expensive things in a restaurant,
Yeah.
like the huge equipment, like the huge ovens, stoves, and things like that. The hood is also usually hoods and grease traps are two of the most expensive items in the restaurants. So we had the hood already inside the trailer. We don't need a grease trap, so that saves some money too.
That's great.
So yeah,
In in like permitting, you just got to go wherever city you're in. You just have to go get a permit if you wanted to move it around, or you're in a stationary
yeah,
place, so it's probably easier.
you can get all your permits. I will say in less than $500. I think the most expensive that we spent was, of course, the truck and the wrapping. I mean, we want a really
Yeah.
nice wrap, so the vinyl wrap was about almost $5,000. So, but we wanted super like eye catchy. It was a full wrap. It wasn't just decals. We wanted to do it the right way from the beginning instead of just starting adding little by little, because we do think that first impression really matters and how people see you from the very beginning. So we wanted to start the right way. So
Yeah, I agree. So Nona Street Bistro is your Instagram handle. I have that right,
so
right?
the bistro is actually our first truck. That was a really customizable truck. The Nona
Yeah.
Street Pizza is the one that we're right now running.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
if you go to Nona Street Pizza, that's where they can see all of this.
yes.
Got it. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now as we talk about this. Your pizza looks great. I can see the fried calzones. I like the branding too. I used to not be a super heavy advocate about logo and branding and colors, but I think I've changed my mind on that. I think the logo and the branding and the colors is important. Now, I don't think it should stop you from opening, but I definitely think that
Yes.
if you have the proper logo and branding and color scheme and everything looks cohesive, it definitely helps the consideration of people if they're going to use you or not.
Yes, I agree on that one. 100%.
But yeah, I was on the wrong Instagram because I was looking at that. But like, I'll go over here and look at your Instagram. Looks the pizzas look great. Where did you learn how to make pizza?
YouTube.
Nice.
I mean, so first, I mean, I went to Le Cordon Bleu and they teach you how to make pizza there, but you only have like one course of making pizza. It's a really basic course. It's more like the New York style pizza.
Hey, what? Hold on
Me,
a second. Where are you now? Because I see a mixer. I just noticed a mixer over in the background. Are you in the truck?
no, this is actually the place, one of the places we do our dough.
Okay.
It's my small office and slash commissary. We have two commissary. So here's more of our lab. We
Nice.
do some experiments here, we still try to perfect our pizza dough every time we make pizza dough, pizza sauces. I mean, we make everything from scratch. Even our hot honey, we make it from scratch.
Oh,
We
right.
don't use any brand. We get honey. We buy Florida honey. We infuse it ourselves with habanero peppers, with some jalapenos, some red pepper flakes, some other things that we add there, and it's much better than what you buy out there.
That's great.
So yeah.
So
So
back to your how you made pizza. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
so yeah, I went to Le Cordon Bleu. I got the basic course. Like I mean, I went through the whole thing in Le Cordon Bleu, but they teach you just the basics. After that, I started working different places. My last place before I started this journey was I was the head chef for Interlochen Country Club in Winter Park. It's a really uh, large country club. It's really basically prestigious private country club.
Yeah.
And we had a nice pizza oven. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to make pizza here. So we started making pizza again. Well, that was more like New York style, nice dome oven, and I liked it. But I was still learning it. I was
Yeah.
still like getting pizza sauces, cooking pizza sauce for 3, 4 hours, because that's the way that we learned how to make pizza sauce in school. Then I decided to open my first food truck, which was the Nona Street Bistro. We wanted to bring the country club and luxury hotels experience to the food truck environments. So we wanted everything a little bit elevated. And then 4 years after that, I decided to do the pizzeria, but we wanted something different. I'm a big fan of New York style pizzas.
Yeah.
My wife is a huge fan of Napolitan style pizzas.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? I want to do something where we can both be happy, but also keeping in mind it's a food trailer.
Right.
So time is of the essence. I cannot bake a pizza for 12 minutes in 2 Gosney ovens that we have. Otherwise, lines are gonna be out the door like over an hour waiting time. So like, you know what? It needs to be Napolitan quick. It needs to be 60 seconds, 90 seconds, but something in between. So we started making pizza in my house every day, every single day.
Today's podcast is also brought to you by Slice. Slicelife.com/smart pizza. If you are an indie pizzeria who's looking to take advantage of technology, online ordering, all of that great stuff, and compete with those big brands, you got to check out Slice. Founded by a third-generation pizza person who grew up in his family's business and saw firsthand how hard it is and the challenges of being an independent pizzeria, he created Slice. And now this company's whole mission is to keep local businesses thriving, and it's been on the right track for a long time now. They handle everything like powering online ordering and building you a free website. Plus, also, stuff like customized marketing, which is about getting customers to order from you more frequently. And they give you all the data. They share all the data with you, so it makes them a true partner. But it's not a third party. People often mix up Slice with Grubhub and Uber Eats. It's not one of those people because those third-party apps don't give you the data. Slice gives you the data, and they care about their customers, and they want you to succeed, because if you succeed, they succeed. It's a true partnership. If you want some more information on what they do, go to slicelife.com/smart pizza and let them know you heard them on the Smart Pizza Marketing Podcast. What
We
did you
ate
use in the
pizza.
oven? What oven did you use in your house? Just your regular house oven?
I actually started with the Uni.
Okay,
I
yeah.
had the Uni Pro, like one of the first Uni Pro 16-inch.
Yep.
I started with that one. Then I started using the Gosney Dome because a friend was running a food trailer also has the Gosney Domes. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, just get this oven. So I actually bought it, started using it on my kitchen outside, and we loved it. I mean, and we just started doing pizzas every day. Different recipes of those every single day. We try probably, Jesus Christ, like 30, 40 different pizza recipes
Wow.
from Jacopelli, from everyone. Until we started mixing those recipes with my recipes, infusing it with different flavors. So our dough is not just basically water, yeast, and flour. It has more things in the dough that makes it unique. We do use Caputo flour, and then we use Trump flour, the unbromated, unbleached version of it. So we try to use the best of the best.
So yours is not a Neapolitan pizza but it's Neapolitan-ish. That's kind of what people say it, right?
Some people call it Neonapolitan.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cloudy. It's gonna be super fluffy. but at the same time, it's gonna keep its shape. It's gonna be a little bit more firm, more crispy than the standard Napolitan pizza.
Got it. It is perfect for what you guys do because people just buy it and eat it right there, right?
Yes. So we
Yeah.
offer the same thing, 12 inches, um, and we make a lot of variations, a lot of creations that you just won't see out there, like including adding pernil, which is the Puerto Rican version of the slow roasted pork, adding mayo ketchup, adding potato sticks, adding hash
Really?
browns to the breakfast pizza. We do poached eggs. I mean, we do chimichurri, we do pesto, we do pink sauce, white sauce, everything like hot honey, and everything we make it from scratch. There's all the sauce we make it from scratch. Even our buffalo sauce, we use ranch. We make our own ranch dressing for pizzas and wings. Same thing. We don't do dill. We use basil to make it more like Italian-ish.
Yeah.
Uh, Everything we make it from scratch. Everything.
That's great. And what are your hours and days you're open?
We open all 7 days from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. and except Fridays and Saturday, we open until 11:30.
Oh wow. And how many
Yes.
pizzas would you do? How many pizzas do you do a day on average?
Weekdays are basically our slower days. I would say probably anywhere from 50 to 80. Weekends we can do close to 200.
That's great.
Yeah, for a food truck it is.
That's fantastic. So you're doing a pretty good amount of sales out of a food truck, and it's a small footprint, and it's already paid off.
Yes,
I mean, I think it
definitely.
is.
Yes, I mean social media has been a big thing for us too. I mean we've been able to grow that social media super fast. All these food influencers they still reach out. They want to showcase. I mean it's been a blessing. We can't complain.
In Orlando too is there's a lot of people who live in Orlando, but there's a ton of people who visit Orlando. So you got to be on social media for people who are searching for pizza when they are on vacation there.
Yeah, so we have influencers are literally around the world. This is crazy. Like last week we had someone from France. Hey, like, hey, we have houses in New York. We have house in Orlando. We have houses in Italy. We have houses on France. We want to be able to showcase your pizzeria. Between me and my husband, we have close to 2 million followers. So like, let's say no more. I mean, they posted that they compare me to the pizzerias they visited in Italy. There's like, especially your fried calzone is like the best we've ever had. It beats any fried calzone in Italy. And trust me, like we have home in Italy, and this is far superior than the ones we've had over there.
That's
I'm like,
great.
oh man, yeah. They actually talk about that. It's also on our Instagram reels. You can see those comments over there. Some of them are in French, but yeah, we've got people from Spain also reaching out, and people from Germany reaching out. So I mean, we can't complain. It's been wonderful. We've been here for 3 months,
And then let me
and it's
ask you
been
that.
incredible.
So it's great for those people to reach out and share your story, but does that translate to business?
So these international ones, some do. We don't. I cannot say like, hey, we have 100 people coming from those.
Right.
We do get a lot from the local foodies.
So the local
Like those
foodies who do this on Instagram, those are the ones that if you are trying to like get your name out there, those are the ones you'd want to contact. The other ones are
Oh
nice,
yeah,
but those are the ones you want.
yes. The local ones are the ones that you definitely want to have on board of you, and they'll help you. Like, and you're nice. You treat them nice, they'll help you. They all know each other, so they start talking to their friends or tagging the other inside and like other foodie friends.
Yeah.
Like we have foodie that have millions of followers, foodie that have 25,000 followers, 50,000 followers. I mean, for me, any view is better than zero views. I mean,
That's very true.
man.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy your pizza if they don't know you exist.
Yeah, people like some people say like, hey, that video only got 2,000 views. Like, bro, you know what 2,000 people look like? Like, see 2,000 people in front of in a room, and like 2,000 people is a lot. I mean,
Listen, you talk to a room of 50 people and you're live in front of 50 people. It's gonna seem like a lot of people.
yes,
So I
just
get you.
people compare to just this. Oh, my video got 1 million views or 200,000 views. Like, bro, like you have to understand, like it's different.
Yeah. Do you reach out to the influencers or do they reach out to you? And do you have to pay them or do you just give them free food?
So at the beginning, I started reaching out to them, and they were charging.
How much do they charge you?
Uh, I paid two of them. One I paid 250, then the other one I paid 500.
Was it worth it?
Yes, no. I did got a few visits. Like, oh, I want this pizza. I saw this influencer posted. I didn't got 500 worth of it. Maybe in the long term it did. Maybe
Yeah.
that's something I really can't like can't track. But I do have to say, as we grow, now we have most of the influencers are actually reaching out to us.
That's good.
So, hey, we saw your punt. We want to go and do some content for you. All we ask is to feed me, my husband, and my child. We're three in the party. Like, sure, let's do it. I usually do try to check their insights to make sure that they're not like scammers or like people buying followers.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
they have like true followers and not followers on India, or like we want to see like if they or if we know them, and then it's like sure we invite them over. It's like, hey, these are the day we normally do this, and then we give them whatever we think. We try to give them what we know it's selling the best. Sometimes we let them know, you know what, choose whatever you want from the menu,
Yeah.
and yeah, we'll cost it. We'll put on our marketing budget.
That's, you know what? You have to know you're new, so it's harder for you to kind of gauge what it's long term wise, like what a customer is worth over the course of their lifespan of being a customer, because you've only been open for 3 months. But like being in the restaurant business, you know, and I was operating pizzerias, I knew like one customer would order once or twice a month. Average ticket would be $25, and that person would be like, all right, they'd order from us 6 months, and after that, we'd have to like re-engage them. They kind of forget about us. So you know, all right, let's just say if we get one new customer, that's worth $500 over the course of their life if we do our good job marketing and re-engaging them. So you know, all right, if I spend $500 with this influencer, and I know that each customer I get is worth $500 to my business, all right, I need to get 10 customers to make it profitable with the food costs and the payroll and the labor, just throwing out numbers here. And that's kind of how you can gauge if it's working or not. If you do it and you pay $500 and you only get one customer, all right, it wasn't worth it. But if I got 10 over the course of the life of a customer, that should pay for itself. That's not a bad way to market your business.
No, yeah, I agree with that one. So we do that. We do some Instagram ads as well.
Yeah. What are your
So
thoughts on Instagram ads?
I mean, I think they're good for like maybe getting you to get to know out there, so people
Yeah.
can know where you are at. If they convert to sales, it's hard, but at least they know what you're offering. Maybe sometimes they're just driving by and they see my brand, they see my logo. So, oh, I recognize those people from Instagram. They probably just stop by. So basically, I just do it for brand recognition mostly.
Yeah.
Because being a picture is really hard to convert that into sales unless you're really selling online to like frozen pizza products or things like that.
Yeah, you can sell
Which
like
you
you
can
have a
probably-
shipping product or something, yeah.
Yeah.
You're relying on that person to see that and then come visit you.
Yes, which is really hard. You'll probably get a little bit more if you do like Google ads, because I think that people on Instagram, they just find you because they saw a reel like by basically flipping through Instagram.
Yeah.
Where people when find you on Google, they're actually looking for either you or they're actually looking to eat. So I think that the money on Google might help a little bit more, because when people search, hey, best pizzerias around me, they'll find me.
Exactly.
But on Instagram, I don't think that that's the case. Instagram is just basic brand recognition. People to put mouthing feel on their minds and they're like, oh, that pizza looks awesome. Like, and then they'll follow you in the case they're around the neighborhood that they are.
I think if you're right, if people are looking for pizza near you, they're going to go to Google. If they happen to be scrolling Instagram and you did a good job with a reel, it may get put in front of their feed, but that's a small chance that they see it and they save it, or, you know, they go look at your profile and see, hey, maybe if I ever do want pizza and I'm in that area, I may follow them and save it. So it's hard.
Yeah.
Social media is really hard to gauge if it works or not. I know it works. It's hard to like see the return on a reel you did today, right? Like a lot of businesses want to be like, all right, I'm going to do Instagram. What am I going to get out of it? And you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're going to get out of it right now. It's like, you got to do it for a little while and see how well you do at it, first of all, because if you're not really good at making videos or photos, it's going to be tough for you to get any reach on Instagram. And then, like, are the people in your area even on Instagram using it? And then you got to do it consistently for 3 to 6 months before you really can tell if it's going to work or not. And a lot of businesses don't want to put in that time.
It's hard, especially like when you're in this industry and you're doing this by yourself. Like I started by myself, having all the hats and all the positions, like from dishwasher to accounting to bookkeeper to human resources to prep cook to line cook to cashier. I mean, marketing specialist to everything. I mean, you can even see on my Instagram, like from the very beginning when we started, how the posts have been getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's you have to keep learning. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
still watch a lot of podcasts, a lot of YouTube videos, how to get algorithm correct. They're always changing until you get to the point like right now. We just finally I was able to remove some of that responsibility and get a social media manager to help me uh, do this because it was just getting a lot. I mean, imagine doing all these pizzas that we're doing, and I'm the one making the pizza. Though I'm also making the prep. I'm also the cashier in the food truck. Like
Yeah, no.
it's a one-man operation. Now it's becoming a family business. Now my
Yeah.
wife helps me with some of the preparations and things like that. I have now staff that works for me. I mean, it's been a blessing. We can't complain.
That's good, though. It's a lot of hard work, and that's why not a lot of places can make it work, because it
Yes.
does take a lot of it takes a lot of upfront work to
Yes.
be successful, and success in air quotes.
Yeah, I mean, we opened a year ago, and just 3 months ago when we started becoming successful. I mean, when
Yeah.
we first opened, sometimes we'll have a day that we sell $80
Yeah,
in
that
one whole day.
sucks.
So we were losing our pizza dough, losing ingredients because they were just not selling. I mean, and we just kept at it, kept at it,
What
kept
made
at
you
it,
keep
kept at
going?
it.
What made you keep going when you had those days?
I'm always looking for long term. I know the first time, like the first year, it's always the hardest one.
Yeah.
I just kept going, and I had all these influencers, but mostly restaurant owners that I know in the area that they just, bro, just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep learning. And that's what I did. I kept learning, kept learning, kept learning, kept improving my recipes, kept learning podcast, kept learning YouTube videos. Like I still go and still trying to get classes to learn how to make pizzas, even if it's not my style, because you still learn things like, oh, why my dough is doing this, or why my sauce is becoming like this. Like after many classes, like I've always learned, like, hey, reduce tomato sauce for 3 4 hours, you're gonna get the best results. Like, you know what? After all that work, I learned that for me, the best way is just use them raw and let them cook in the oven.
Yes, I like it. I
I
like
mean,
that.
we just buy a really good tomato. We use Bianco di Napoli
Yep.
and we season it our style. We let it cook. I mean, but we just keep learning. And we're still gonna screw up. I mean, it's gonna still happen. I mean, and we just have to keep learning from it.
I love it. I love that you said that about the tomatoes too, because I often make pizza at my house. I love making pizza. I've been in the business forever, my whole life. So I love making pizza and I love eating
Yeah.
pizza. And I always have people come over to my house and I make them pizza, and they always say, "Oh, this sauce is amazing. Like, what's in it?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I got good tomatoes." And I just let the tomato do the talking. I don't need to cook it or add a ton of things to it. Maybe a little salt, a little olive oil, tiny bit maybe, but that's it. I don't do anything to it, and it just like let the tomato speak for itself. If you buy a good quality product, you don't need to do much to it.
Yeah, I mean, same thing when we started doing the pizza dough. What we were trying also different types of recipes of pizza sauces and cheeses, different pepperonis, which is usually the three key ingredients when you're like the three top sellers are usually with those ingredients. Like
Right.
pizza sauce, we were like cooking it for 3 hours, 4 hours. Then we started, you know what? I saw the Italians put it raw. Well, I don't want it raw. So let's cook it for 30 minutes. Let's cook it for 15 minutes. And we started until we get to the point, it's like, you know what? I'm not going to cook it. And it's like, oh, damn, all these
Wasted all
work,
that
all
time,
these
right?
days.
Yeah.
I'm like, how they don't teach you this in culinary school? I mean, come on.
That's great.
So, and it's worked. So it's like, you know what? Now we need to tweak the seasoning, a little bit more seasoning, and we started tweaking. Let's add oregano. Let's add basil to it. Let's add this and that, and until we got to the perfect recipe.
That's awesome. That sounds great too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna visit you. I go to Orlando quite a bit. I'm gonna have to come visit you next time I'm in Orlando. Maybe we can do a video or something.
Yeah, we're en route that opening the second one, so we're here to stay.
Where's the second one gonna open? Same place or a different place?
Different place, but same concept. It's gonna be a permanent location as well, and it's gonna be still in Orlando.
Okay.
Whereabouts
Whereabouts in Orlando?
Downtown.
Okay.
It's gonna be downtown.
Where are some good pizza places to go in Orlando? Where do you go to eat pizza? Do you eat pizza outside of your shop?
Oh yeah. On my days off, I'm a person that I'm really open-minded.
Yeah.
And I love pizzerias. I mean, I've been to the biggest pizzeria here. I've been Pizza Bruno. Black Magic Pizza is one of the ones that I still want to try. But John and John's Pizza Shop, if you like New York style pizza, that one's good. Sodo Square, if you like Detroit style pizza,
Yeah.
that one's good. There's a few other ones that they recently opened that I've been trying to go to, like Doughboys Pizzas.
Oh yeah.
In Winter Park or Oviedo, and then another one that's actually their Puerto Rican owners as well. They started as a food trailer and they just moved to a brick and mortar like a month ago. I think Santa Mozzarella. So those are like my next places that I will also want to try. But I'm always looking for different pizzas and see how we can perfect it. I mean, there's pizza here. I like pizza also. They do like sourdough. There's a pop-up artist called Pizza Slot. It's also really good.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, we're always looking to eat good pizza.
I love it. There's not enough pizza places that make good pizza. There's a lot of pizza places, but there's not a lot of pizza places that make like good pizza that don't make you feel crappy after.
Yes. Ours is just super light. It's not supposed to feel you bloated or anything like that. So, I mean, it's good. There's a lot of great pizza here.
That's when you know you have a good pizza. If you can eat like the whole pizza, what's a 12-inch pizza?
Yep.
If you can eat the whole thing and not feel like you feel full, but not gross full, like satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know you have a good pizza, or the quality of the ingredients are good. If you eat like 2 slices, and you're like, oh no, that's super heavy. I don't feel great. Like that wasn't a high quality pizza.
Yeah, I mean, and also we use a long fermentation method. So we use 3 days fermentation. We don't use pullage, we don't use viga, we don't use any starters or anything like that. It's just straight up fermentation for long periods.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Where can people go check you out online? I know we said the Instagram account. What's your website?
NonaStreetPizza.com. You can check us over there. You can also order online for pickup, deliveries. And then Instagram, we got the Nona Street Pizza Instagram. We also have a Facebook page. And the TikTok, on that one, I'm still working on it. I'm usually a really shy person. I'm more like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
really,
that's why you won't see me like usually on the reels and things like that. I'm starting to get there.
You should change that because you get a good personality, and it would be great to see you talking about your pizza. You seem to have a passion for it.
And that's what people are saying me. So you'll probably start seeing me a little bit more in the few more upcoming weeks. But yeah, I'm usually a behind the scenes person. People like, let me cook, let me enjoy cooking, and I like giving customer service. But usually I'm really shy. So that's why, even I told you at the beginning, it's like, this is the second time we do this, and the first time was like, it took me some time to get there. I mean, you'll see I get super blood, super red. I'm not used to it. I mean, but if we have to do it for our business, I mean,
that's right.
Let's do it.
I think you did a great job. I didn't know you were. I mean, I know you said in the beginning you may be a little nervous, but it didn't show. I thought you did a fantastic job. It was a great conversation. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you.
Where in Orlando is the food truck? Give me some locations, like, so I can go visit it. Like, where is it now?
We are in the Soto district, so south downtown of Orlando, 2207 East Michigan Street.
Okay. All right. Next time I'm in Orlando, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna come by and visit. We're gonna do a video.
Yeah, let's do it.
You got to be in the video though.
Let's do it. I'm down for it. I'm getting there. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable each time. That I think the more I do it, we'll get to the point that it's gonna feel like nothing.
All right. Well, you sound like you have a great business. I appreciate you taking the time, Andres, and joining me on the podcast. We'll link up Instagram, your website, everything in the show notes for this episode, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to Spotify or iTunes, or go to the website, smartpizzamarketing.com. We'll put everything over there. So thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.